hot topics, some frequently asked questions that we're going to talk about live here. Feel free to chime in, chat. I think I can see your comments now. Still working on some new software. All right, so I want to talk about, I help a lot of people lose weight. It's something I've done a lot in my career, and I myself have gone through my own weight loss journey. So one of the biggest questions, one of the things I get a lot is, what do we do about stretch marks? All right, so first of all, stretch marks. They are the ugly side of weight loss to some. So the first thing I want you to think about when it comes to stretch marks, male or female, is that stretch marks, don't think of them as ugly and scars. Think of stretch marks as badges of honor. Badges of honor of how far you've come in your weight loss journey. All right, you can look down, you can see them, and you're like, yeah, you know what that was? That was me all the way out here. And now it's here, and it's like a tattoo. It's like a badge of honor. It's like a general's little badge on your shirt type deal. All right, so think of it, flip the switch there. But if you can't flip the switch there, I want to talk about some other things here. A lot of times when people have lost weight through introducing a little bit of fasting, through some intermittent fasting, when your body is starved of calories in a fasted state, cellular autophagy will eat some of that excess skin. So people who have used intermittent fasting as a part of a healthy weight loss program have shown minimal stretch marks. The next one here is, if you're someone who likes the beach and maybe you don't want to go to the beach because you're afraid of those stretch marks, but getting some color, because when we tan ourselves, when we go to the beach, we do damage our skin. So we damage that stretched out stretch marks, and that skin goes away. As you know, our skin peels after a tan, after the summer's over, flakes away, and then new skin's replaced. And over time, yes, those stretch marks will go away if you continue to expose it to some sun. But again, in moderation. I don't want you to replace obesity with skin cancer. And lastly, the big way to avoid stretch marks is to lose weight slowly. No crash dieting. Don't starve yourself. Fasting, I can get behind a little bit of fasting intertwined with some healthy diets, but I'm going to talk about fasting in a week or so. I'm working on something. But slow and steady weight loss, leads to less stretch marks. So think of it that way. Don't crash diet. Yeah. All right. So, any questions there? Nope. All right. I'm going to move on. I want to talk about vitamin D, and I don't think it's talked about enough. Vitamin D is such a powerful vitamin. Studies have shown in this past year that vitamin D has helped fight COVID. Yes, vitamin D has helped fight COVID, and not enough attention is given to boosting your immunity in this past year. Not enough mainstream attention, I should say that. And boosting your immunity, all right? We're worried about masking up. We're worried about, stopping the spread and social distancing, physical distancing. I hate social distancing. But we haven't talked enough about building up our immunity. Those with stronger immune systems were less affected in this past year, all right? So, but on top of that, vitamin D, man, is I like to call vitamin D the super vitamin. It is the most important. If there's one vitamin you make sure you get in your diet, or just in life, vitamin D. All right? So, how do we get vitamin D in our diet? Fishes. Some fishes have vitamin D. Fortified orange juice. Leafy greens have vitamin D in it. So there's some quick ones, and I can drop a few later on in the comment section. Vitamin D, huge in your diet. Next, so vitamin D, if you go outside, even in the cold, we're breaking that cold weather crap. But winter's just about over, I think. Crossed our fingers. So vitamin D, even if you even in colder weather, expose your skin. Roll your sleeves up a little, go out for a walk. 10 to 15 minutes twice a week will give you all the minimum amount of vitamin D you need. So what are some of the other radical benefits of vitamin D? Vitamin D isn't just strong for your immunity, it's strong for your bone health, ladies. But gentlemen, we need strong bones too. All right. Next one, it helps fight inflammation, helps fight chronic inflammation. So you've got arthritis, you have a poor diet, poor diet leads to some inflammation in the body. Vitamin D helps attack inflammation. Vitamin D has also been shown to help in weight loss. Studies have shown that people who are healthy weight have high levels of vitamin D. Having high levels of vitamin D in your body helps kind of block fat retention. So that makes it pretty important. And one of the big things right now, because we are going through we're coming upon a year of crazy shit. Vitamin D is the happy vitamin. Vitamin D helps boost serotonin levels in your body, helps boost your mood. So vitamin D is so vital right now to your mental health too. All right, so make sure you're getting that vitamin D. All right. And lastly, so we're going to go backtracking to that weight loss topic, calorie deficit. Now, despite all the things you hear on TV, the drugs, the main thing that will help you lose weight is achieving a calorie deficit. And if you're trying to lose weight, you want to have a small calorie deficit every single day. So how do we achieve a calorie deficit? So I want you to just write down all the things you eat in a day. And then I want you to pick one of those bad things, just one of those bad things, all right? And take it out of your diet, okay? So that's going to create a deficit. You're eating one less thing. Then I want you to increase that deficit by doing 20 minutes of some activity, even if you spread it out through the day. 20 minutes of some activity, whether it's walking, whether it's jogging, whether it's riding a bike, whether it's dancing, whether it's gardening, whether it's cleaning, or going to the gym, something. 20 minutes of something. So you subtract one thing and you add 20 minutes of one activity, that will equal a nice little calorie deficit. And you do that every day, or at least 5 days a week, you are going to see slow, sustainable weight loss. All right. So a lot of times everybody says, well, MyFitnessPal said this is how many calories I should be in a day. So I've been hitting that, and that's my deficit. And I subtracted 500, and that's supposed to be my deficit. And I logged all my food in MyFitnessPal, and it said I was in a calorie deficit, but I'm not losing weight. What does that tell you? That tells you that you are not in a calorie deficit. Logging things in those food apps often misrepresents the amount of calories. And a lot of times people aren't always honest in their everyday, logging in those things anyway. So either one, don't let MyFitnessPal be your guide, okay? Just look at your diet, subtract, and move. Subtract and move, all right? Let's say you're going to lose some weight. All right, so we have no questions for today. Thank you all for watching. Replays will be, replay be here all day. It's not going anywhere. Stay on my timeline. All right. If you have anything you want me to talk about on Let's Talk About It Tuesday, drop me a DM, leave me a comment, and I'll discuss it next week. All right. Have a great night, my friends.